Hey, hello everyone. I'm Nicholas, the CEO here at InitVerse. So what we're building here is a decentralized application that is a software as a service solution that helps to lower down the threshold of development and of deployment of different kinds of decentralized applications so that not only professional developers will have the chance and the ability to develop their own blockchain-based applications, but so does other people that don't have much experience in coding, right? So we came up with this idea actually because we see that currently within the industry, we have a lot of blockchain ecosystems that are out there and which are very much valued by a lot of different kinds of people. But we actually fail to see that they are long, sustained, powerful, and comprehensive decentralized applications on the market, and that is highly on the expectations of different kinds of users. And as we also look at the development of the whole internet and related things, we also see that generally speaking, users would always be following strong and comprehensive applications onto different kinds of networks. So uh, that is actually what we want to focus on, and that is the value that we want to provide to different people. So there are a lot of things that we would like to cover within this presentation as we have a very comprehensive ecosystem, right? So let's get through it one by one. InitVerse as a software as a service application itself provides this low-code solution for application development, as we just mentioned. So what is underlying it is its very robust and highly efficient blockchain network, in which currently is already in beta, and we already have our strong community testing it out, playing fun with it, doing different kinds of activities on the network itself, and we're also seeing quite some good data around here. Besides having IndyChain as an underlying blockchain that supports different applications deployment, we also have IndyChain as decentralized cloud computing service that provides options for developers to deploy functions onto it that maybe require a lot of computational power, a lot of different kinds of storage, and etc. So, as you can start to imagine it, applications that are going to be built within InitVerse from its birth will already have quite a bit high characteristics of decentralization. So within our ecosystem, we are always working together with developers to develop more comprehensive applications that not only are served within the software as a service platform itself, but also onto the network, so that the developers will have more options to choose from. And we are always sure that all the needed components are there within the blockchain network itself and can be easily utilized. So with the software as a service platform, first of all, what we care about is lowering down users' entrance threshold, right? So through social logins and non-custodial wallets, this is one of the best solutions that we have been seeing within the market that helps not only Web3 experts get into this kind of an application, but also people that maybe are not quite familiar with blockchain itself. And we guess that these kinds of users do not need to go through the whole struggle of getting to know of different blockchain-oriented features, noting down their private keys, etc. So the functions that we offer with Inverse are very modular. So as you can see, we always like to list out all of the functions so it becomes very easy to understand. And just by dragging these kinds of modules onto a sheet, slowly developers or people who want to build applications with no coding experiences can just drag and drop and slowly build it up as a logo and create something magnificent that is suited to their own needs. On top of that, making smart contracts and also different kinds of tokens issuance is also very easy utilizing our own platform. And just by going through different kinds of parameters, tokens and smart contracts can be easily released, in which, for example, with the current hype of meme coins, it would help developers to use a very low cost and issue their own meme coin oriented websites in such a fast manner. That is something that we very highly anticipate of seeing. We also provide different kinds of functions on the software as a service platform, in which could help to bring more and more utilities to different applications themselves. So it is not only for memes, it is also for DeFi-oriented applications, game-oriented ones. It can also be built for different kinds of governance-oriented organizations and etc. So I guess utilizing this kind of a application to build your own applications, it would be creating endless possibilities. So we also provide this basic check of security utilizing our own risk control engine. So just to provide a very good first step into security for different developers. And developing is easy, right? For deploying, it is even easier. It is basically just one click and it's published. And if users would like to use their own custom domains, they can also choose to insert it, and it can be easily deployed on there as well. With the time limit that we have, we cannot get through all of these highlights, but if you're interested, feel free to talk with us, as this is a product that can be used for different types of people, for different types of entities at different stages of their lives, providing different kinds of highlights that can also be compared with SDK solutions, developer agency, and etc., and create its own specific value. Now let's also get a little bit into the INI chain that we're developing. So first of all, we have fully homomorphic encryption on Taurus that is combined with Ethereum virtual machine. So what this provides is not only a layer of privacy, but it also allows this private data to be calculated as a sum, so that different applications can also use these kinds of data to gather insights without compromising the privacy that is within the content itself. And to further ensure the stability of the network, we also have our dual dynamic adjustments, in which developers can choose whether or not to utilize the encryption methods. And if they choose not to use it, then they will be able to launch it with lower gas fees, much higher speeds, and etc. So VersaHash is also the core algorithm onto our network, in which might be a little bit extensive if we get a little bit more into it, but feel free to reach out for us for more information on this. Not to mention that we also have the INI chain that is providing this essential stack onto our service, software as a service platform that makes it really a one-stop solution and further decreases the threshold for different kinds of developers. We also have very comprehensive applications already onto the network itself, and it's always expanding by the day. In terms of tokenomics, we're issuing 6 billion tokens that are all going to be gathered and generated by miners or nodes. They will help to maintain the stability of the network itself, and it is completely permissionless to participate in. The release of the tokens is also quite slow, with two-thirds of the tokens released in 4 years, and if I remember correctly, only 12% released in the first. So these gas tokens of the INI chain are also the utility tokens of InitVerse, making it uh, usable in different kinds of scenarios within the ecosystem itself. And by owning these governance tokens, users are also able to vote and propose on different things that are essential to the development of the ecosystem. And we as a team picture ourselves there to boost the projects to launch. And later on, we're also going to be slowly turning it into a more and more decentralized, community-based project. So as I have introduced myself as the COO, and I have worked within the industry for 7 years. If you're interested of getting to know more of our team, please feel free to contact us. We are also working with different partners. We are only naming a very few right here. And this list is also expanding as we are ongoing different kinds of promotions, always exploring what more we can bring to the ecosystem itself. So for different kinds of news, please feel free to stay tuned to our social media accounts or just reach out to us. Thank you guys very much for the time that you have spent listening to this presentation. Thanks a lot.